Why does the black man serve the white man? Why does everything the black man do benefit the white man? Why does the black man say freedom is doing what I want to do? And why is it that everything he wants to do enriches the European?
Welcome to the desert of the real.
The reason why I came up with this topic, this has been something that's been on my mind for a while. It's like, it seems to me that black folks are more interested in misery and suffering and talking about gloom, despair, and agony, and just this process of this battle, not only with the white man, but with themselves. It's like this struggle has to continue. The struggle is perpetual. The struggle never ends. And that's why I say the struggle continues. Like that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? It's annoying to me. Because we should be talking about, see, this is the reason why I like surrounding myself with intelligent people. I like surrounding myself with people who have a desire to want to learn, you know, people that have a desire to want to do something. Because when you surround yourself with people like that, you don't really have time for struggling. You don't really have time for misery and depression and despair and agony. We know where we're at. We're living in the belly of the beast here in America. But a lot of us, on an individual level, have handled their business in terms of their own personal life or their family. A lot of it had to do with luck. A lot of it had to do with how you were raised and your parents, how they were raised. You know, it's generational. But I like to surround myself with result-oriented people, people that are into results. When we have a project, if everybody has it in their mind that no matter what obstacles we come across, we will overcome them to get this project completed. That's the type of people I like to surround myself with. And when you're surrounded with people like that, you do not have time to be discussing misery, making molehills into mountains, and engaging in what I call Negro stalling tactics. We have to have the solution. We have come to the conclusion that the solution is land, infrastructure, and nationhood. That's the solution. An independent diaspora nation state on the continent of our ancestors. That is the solution. That's the end game. So, if that's the end game, why are we being distracted by all of this bullshit? Why are we being distracted by, we're gonna simultaneously try to establish a nation state on the continent and try to fix the ills of America at the same time? I mean, what are we doing? To me, that's a lack of focus. If we have a goal and we have a vision and we have an end game, then what we should be doing is actively engaging in the process of completing and seeing that end game to its resolution. Anything else is a distraction and bullshit. And it seems like we just love that. It's like I was talking with Dev, and he hasn't called in yet. He hasn't been feeling too good, so y'all send him your love and your best wishes. Hopefully he'll get on tonight. But I was talking to him, and I was saying, you know, I refuse to dumb down my content because I could have took the easy route and just, you know, see what's in the current events of the day and just create shows based off current events, giving my commentary on shit that I don't give a fuck about. Or I can do my shows when I feel like doing them, and do them when I really want to talk about something that's on my mind, that I want to get off and that I want to speak about. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to just do shit mechanically, just do stuff and talk about issues that are popular issues just for views. I don't give a fuck about views. I don't give a fuck about subscribers. I don't care how many people. If I had 10 subscribers, because right now I got like 20, almost 2,300 or something like that. If I had 10 and those subscribers were actively trying to do something, people that I can work with and build with, not just online but offline, I would treasure that more than 50,000 subscribers that just sit in there. You know, it looks good on your page. Oh, 50,000. I see people, 50,000 subscribers. You got a group with 25,000 members. How the fuck you going to have a group with 25,000 members and you ain't did shit? There's nothing tangible and concrete that you can point to say, this is a result of these 25,000 people that's in my group. I would much rather have 100. If they was active, if they were trying to do something, if they were somebody that I can build with. You know, I learn a lot about myself as each day goes by, man. And one of the things that frustrates the hell out of me is our lack of focus. You know what I'm saying? We get distracted by bullshit. We constantly creating mountains out of molehills. You know? And it is frustrating. And like I said, I was talking to Dev, like, it's frustrating when you can't express or have a conversation about subject matter because people are so emotionally attached to it that they start, like, I'll give you an example. There was two brothers who was longtime subscribers to my channel. And somehow the conversation turned to homosexuality. And then I gave my opinion on homosexuality because the discussion was around whether it was a choice or whether you're born that way or something like that. And I was speaking about it, and I said, you know, like before when I was growing up, when I was younger, I used to always think that it was a choice. And as I thought about it and I learned more, that didn't make sense to me. Because if you say that it's a choice, then am I choosing to be straight? And if I'm choosing to be straight, can I choose to be gay too? So is that a struggle that you go through daily? Like, damn, what am I going to choose today? What orientation am I going to choose? So it didn't make any sense. I said, I'm straight. I was hardwired as a straight man in my mother's womb. It ain't no fucking choice. It's who I am. So if I can say that and make that claim for me, why is it so odd for a gay person to make that claim? I made that argument. We were just talking about it. Does that mean that I'm pro-homosexual? You see, that's the problem is Negroes is too emotionally invested in bullshit. The moment you challenge any of their beliefs, and the beliefs are basically on shaky ground anyway, all of a sudden you get now all of a sudden you the enemy, you a coon, you this, you an agent, all this other bullshit because niggas can't have a conversation about shit without getting emotional about it. You know, in the streets they call that bitch nigga shit. That's what they call that. You know, but in the conscious community, that's normal. Some of the most emotional people, I'm talking male or female, I've experienced in the conscious community. Some of them are even family members. You know what I'm saying? That's how close it gets. When the fuck are we going to decide that we want to do something? When are we going to decide that, first of all, the solution is out there. The BAIO has put out the talking points of land, infrastructure, nationhood. All these other stupid-ass motherfuckers coming up with all of this bullshit about Native, oh, they Native American, they was here first, we can do it right here. All this bullshit that we have smashed into 1,000 pieces, 1,000,000 pieces, stomped into a corner. All these people's talking points is curled up in the fetal position because we busted their ass. I haven't seen anybody come with any counter to anything that we're saying that trumps land, infrastructure, nationhood, and an independent nation state. Nobody. But yet, we want to sit here and engage with these people as if they're actually relevant to the conversation. You know, it's frustrating for a personality like mine because it's like when I get on a project and when I get on any type of thing, I like to complete the project. I like to go throughout the process of doing what I need to do until the project is completed. That's what I like to do. I get focused. I don't get caught up in it. Like when I do production, I've done production, and in the middle of a production, and this is the true story. In the middle of a production, and we were working with 2 girls, and the girl is changing, and she calls me into the bathroom and gets naked in front of me because she's trying to get hit off. The first thing going through my mind is, we spending money on this production. What the fuck is you doing? Get your clothes on and get out there so we can film your ass and get this shoot over with. That's the only thing that goes through my mind. If we're doing something, this is what we have to do. And everything else is a distraction, man. But I work with people in the past that don't have that same philosophy. You know, fuck the production, fuck completing the project. Oh, shit, I'm going to get some ass. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I'm telling you, man, it's a source of frustration for me because our people just love drama. They just love misery. That's the reason why I don't get a lot of traffic to my videos. I don't get a lot of people calling into these shows. I mean, there's the few dedicated few who call in. But for the most part, the people that get the traffic and the people that get the attention are people that engage in Jerry Springer shit, where there's constantly some beef, there's constantly some drama, there's constantly somebody said this one about so-and-so, and so-and-so said this about that one, and blah, 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 blah. I've had people say stuff about me. And you know what I do? I address that the person makes, and I ignore their personal stuff. You know, if you have a philosophical difference with me, I'll engage your points and I'll crush them without even having to get personal. And personally, I like when a person makes videos about me. Like if you don't like Mr. Holipsism, if you think Mr. Holipsism is full of shit or whatever, make a video. Put it out there. Put your talking points out there. Talk about me. Say whatever the hell you want to say. And what I'll do is, what usually happens is, my videos will become more popular because people will come because you have my name in your mouth. So they'll come to me to try to see what I'm about, and then they'll listen to me and they say, oh, wait, this guy kind of makes a lot of sense. Let me subscribe to him and see what else he has to say. That's been my strategy since I've been online. So keep talking about me, say whatever the fuck you want to say. All it does is just bring more people to me, and once people come to me and they hear what I'm saying and they hear what we're saying, because my brothers are saying the same thing that I'm saying at the BAIO. If you hear me, you're going to hear the BAIO. You're going to hear members of the BAIO. You're not going to just hear Mr. Holipsism. You're going to hear a bunch of people talking about land, infrastructure, nationhood, talking about an independent nation state, talking about finally having a land, a piece of land somewhere on this earth that we control from the top to the bottom. You're going to hear that from a slew of people. So keep my name in your mouth. Keep the BAIO name in your mouth. Keep talking about this one, that one, anybody from our crew. And all you're going to do is just bring people to us. When I go to my YouTube channel and I see that I got 100 subscribers, and one day I'm like, oh, shit, somebody said something about me. And I'm feeling good.